Welcome to the first episode of Football Manager 2024 here on the ChesnoidPlays YouTube channel. We will be starting with Cambridge United, as we love to do with my content on all of the football games. This is the early access version as you're seeing this, the beta build, but all of your progress, if you use this version of the game, does transfer over to full launch. It's just quite simply an update with the Steam version, and other versions of the game are out on November the 6th with the rest of the full launch time for the game. So we're starting at Cambridge. We've got 14 nations, 46 leagues active. Feel free to come and join me on Twitch, where we'll have the full stream content for this save. This will be edited highlights here, so do drop the video a like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of it. Link in the description down to Twitch so you can come and watch all of the behind the scenes live as well. And I'm going to switch to the game right now and we are going to get underway. Welcome to Cambridge United. Welcome to Football Manager 2024. So unfortunately, Mark Bonner has lost his job. We hope that doesn't happen in real life anytime soon, or ever really. But I am taking the reins at the Abbey Stadium. So moving forward, we have an aim to stay in League One initially, I would imagine, and then to progress from there slowly but surely as time goes by. We'll find out what the board want from us in our initial season, what our 5-year plan is moving forward, and of course, what our budgets are like, and we'll give you a rundown of what the squad looks like, because there has been a lot of change in the Cambridge United squad from the last time that you've seen any Cambridge content, be that FIFA/FC or Football Manager. So I'll give you a rundown of everyone that's here. Some bloomin' good players are at Cambridge United right now, so I'm very excited to get going with this. If you would like to get the game for yourself, little plug, there is a link in the description down below to my partner Fanatical. If you use the code ChesFM24, all caps and numericals, then you can get yourself a 22% discount on the PC version of the game, with early access available as well. Make sure you pick the right version when buying, and you can get yourself a cheeky discount. 22% is quite sizable, and I get a little bit of a kickback as well, of course. So you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. So let's crack on, shall we? What are objectives for this season? Media prediction is 21st, which would be relegation. We are aiming to survive in League One this season. Of course, Cambridge in real life last year survived on the final day after not being out of the relegation zone from January to the final day. Bing! We're still a League One side. Thank the Lord for that. Fierce rivals, of course, Peterborough United, 20th last year. Whew. This is supposedly the best 11, although we will be tweaking it certainly when we get into the game. So we're not going to dwell on this too much right now. This is our board objectives then. So they would prefer that I develop players using the club's youth system. We do have a good youth system at Cambridge United that has very much helped with the financial side of things for Cambridge and for producing talent for the main team. Work within the wage budget is absolutely required. Obviously, in the lower leagues, you know that things are very tight financially, and there is the club plan to expand the stadium. That is happening in real life as well. Cambridge are in the processes of expanding the stadium. So looking forward to seeing that happen in game as well. Brand new training ground will actually open very soon as well, IRL. So they'd like me, or they would prefer that we reach at least the knockout stage of the EFL trophy, so progress through the groups. But it is absolutely required to avoid relegation. It's not battle bravely, stay up or lose your job. We will be competitive in the FA Cup, we hope. That depends on who we get drawn against. And again, similarly for the Carabao Cup. And try and work towards becoming self-sustainable. That's obviously on the financial side of things. So the 5-year plan is to become established as a League One side, then become a top half League One side, but no further than becoming a sustainable top half side in League One, which I believe we can do. Fans would like to remain in League One. It's only desired, not required, but obviously it is required, and they would like us to be competitive against Peterborough, not necessarily expect us to beat them. They are a better side right now, but don't make me say that too often. We will schedule a press conference. We will have an intra-squad friendly, and I'll have a backroom staff meeting just once a month, please. I am not that heavily involved when it comes to staff responsibilities, and for the first time ever, I have turned off attribute masking. So we will be seeing everybody's stats, regardless of what division they're in and where they're from, right from the off. So it will make scouting and looking for players so much easier. So, you guys want to know who's at Cambridge United and how good is this team? Let's show you. So we have at the club, Will Mannion is the current backup goalkeeper. Was at the club last year, did very well when called upon because Dimitar Mitov picked up an injury and Will came in and was very, very strong. But Dimitar Mitov is no longer at the club. The new number 1 is Jack Stevens. He's come in from Oxford. He was first team for them for a while. Spent last year on loan at Port Vale in League One. Now joins Cambridge. We'll actually have to have a closer look between Will and Jack. In real life, Jack Stevens is number 1. On Football Manager, he might not be. Michael Morrison came back to Cambridge United, obviously started his career here, had a fantastic career at Championship level, came back to help the youth stay up, managed to help the youth stay up, and is probably going to be starting moving forward, at least for this season. You'll be familiar with Okadina already from previous Cambridge United career modes and Football Manager saves. Zeno Ibsen Rossi, I don't think I've used in content yet. Came in from Bournemouth and we'll be utilising him in a squad role because Ryan Bennett is here as well. Aging alongside Michael Morrison, obviously, but Ryan Bennett played in the Premier League and had another wonderful career at Championship level. So he's obviously phenomenal. Came in on a free to help the youth stay up and help the youth stay up. Probably not that hard to decide what our 2 starting centre-backs are going to be. Right back, Liam Bennett is fantastic in real life and is going to grow very well indeed as well. He will be our starting right back. We do have Jubbs who can play at right back as well, which is great for squad depth and usability. Danny Andrew is new this year. Physically not that great, but technically and mentally very, very solid indeed. Came in for a free from Fleetwood. Superb. Danny Andrew is going to be really good for us this year, I feel. Harrison Dunk is when we need to build a statue basically for Harrison because he's been phenomenal for us for so many years and he will be a squad player for us, but I believe Danny Andrew will probably start for me. Brovs we can use in a fullback or left back role, but he's primarily used as a midfielder. And Digby, of course, can play at centre back, but will be utilised in a central midfield role. Also in central midfield is new signing Jordan Cousins, who physically and mentally is superb, and of course has had a stellar career at Championship level over the years. A few issues with injuries in real life is how he's ended up at Cambridge United, signed as a free agent. But we're hoping if we can keep him fit, he will be a key man for us in this season and hopefully help us stay up in the league. Simps will probably go out on loan. He's been at Cambridge for a few years now, of course, coming through the youth system. A few loan deals already for him. George Thomas came in for Cambridge last year on a free after leaving QPR. Some injury issues of his own, but he's found his fitness in real life and hopefully we can keep him fit in save as well. He too is going to be key for us creatively in the midfield. Saleh Kaikai was on loan at Cambridge years ago from Crystal Palace. A number of clubs played for either on loan or by moving around on frees. Signs for us for free from MK Dons. He too has not been massively starting IRL, but in FM he's going to be really strong in League One, so I'm looking forward to using Saleh. Jack Lancaster also has been with us for a few seasons now, joined from Ipswich for an undisclosed fee, was first team last year, has been first team this year. Not yet sure where I'll use Jack, waiting to see how good he is. He might benefit from a loan spell. Barnsley are interested in him though. Elias Kachunga, yes, that's Elias Kachunga of Premier League Huddersfield fame and Championship. Bolton, the past couple of seasons, now joins at Cambridge. Again, not sure where I'll utilise Elias at the beginning of this save, but certainly very, very good for the level and will be key to us. Glenn McConnell is a youngster that will go out on loan but has good potential. Very, very good potential, as you can see. So we will certainly be using him a lot moving forward. JK comes in on loan from Crystal Palace after a loan spell at Carlisle last year in League 2. He's been really impressive in real life. Those stats aren't necessarily reflected in FM, but in the key areas, he does look good. So we may look to utilise him a bit more in save. Fajiri, been really good for Cambridge this year, bagging the goals. More off the bench than from the start, but that's more because of Bonner's tactics than Fajiri's capability. He's going to be key for us this season. Sekou Jana is rapid. Not amazing in FM, but still only 23 and certainly has a lot to offer. So hopefully we can get the best out of Sekou this season. And then Ghassan Ahadme is in from Ipswich Town. More of the physical approach for Ghassan, but he too will be utilised alongside Fajiri. I'm not sure what formation I'll play. We may play with 2 strikers. Big man Gas next to the quicker, more agile Fajiri might be the way to break things down, break teams down in League One and get us playing good football. Our first fixture of the season is Oxford United. This is a realistic, real-life fixture list. Ipswich in the first round of the Carabao Cup is not great, but they only want us to be competitive. And of course, Ipswich are smashing the Championship this year, so kind of fully expecting to go out there. I'm going to go and figure out my tactical direction, and then we'll start progressing towards those first games. One thing you will want to know is what budget I have. Minimal is the answer. £10,000 transfer budget, £1,000 per week available in the wage budget. So we will probably not be making any transfer signings. We may utilise a loan bid or 2, some loan bids, but not sure yet what I'm going to do transfer-wise. If you have any advice for me, then do leave it in the comments section. So starting 11 selected, some of the set pieces sorted. I'll show you those quickly here. So set piece wise, we're going to, on the attacking side of things, aim centrally and go for in-swinging corners. Free kick wise, we're just going to go for goal when opportune moments arrive. And obviously with those slightly deeper, we'll try and whip it to a couple of the taller centre-backs. Defensively, we're going to leave someone on the near post each time. Leave one man up from the corners attacking-wise. We've just kind of gone with a balanced setup. Obviously, the new set-piece creator in-game this year. Brand new for FM24. Not obviously being in early access at the moment. Not sure what is or isn't meta at the moment. I would probably lean to utilising the set-piece creator in more of a realistic way to what I feel suits my players, rather than picking what's meta and what works best with the game engine. It's just the way that I play the game. Feel free to disagree with me and use it your own way yourselves. So that is my preferred starting lineup. We've gone with a counter-attacking, cautious play style. 4 back, 2 in midfield, deeper, 3 behind Fajiri up top, and that is the starting lineup with their roles. I won't delve into it too much from here. We've already had a look at the squad in depth already. I will ask for a parent club from the board. I tried already and they went, nah, you've not been here long enough, so we're not going to do it. Which is fine. I totally get that. Moving forward, it will be something that I definitely try and urge to get given to me. We will go to these meetings, but I'll do those off camera. For those that are curious, Adam May and Brandon Hornstrop are in my first team squad, but they're both injured longer term. So Brandon is out for 2 to 4 months. It's not incredible. It's more of a League 2 level player for me. Adam May is out for 6 weeks to 3 months, but is certainly a League 1 level player and will be integral to our midfield picture moving forward. Very much looking forward to getting Adam May back. But at the minute, Jordan Cousins is going to slot straight in, and it's the obvious thing to do. Squad dynamic-wise, the players have an average managerial support for me, and the dressing room atmosphere is absolutely fine right now. For those that, again, were curious with regards to my profile and my stats, I went with a professional footballer at the local level, which was the recommended for Cambridge United. I also did that with my badge as well, with Continental B licence. And then when it came to the attributes I selected, rather than going default as I normally do, I went for motivator. Because as far as I'm concerned, as has been the case with FM for a while, if your players are higher on morale, you get a lot more out of them. Which makes sense, really, but keeping high morale is crucial at a club that aren't necessarily going to be that strong in a season. We'll introduce myself to the squad. Everybody's looking forward to working with a lesser-known manager who can bring new ideas to the side. I love that as an introduction from Michael Morrison. And hopefully, morale will be slightly on the up from that. And is it ever? Everybody's having a lovely time right now. Excellent dressing room atmosphere. Well, my first meeting couldn't have gone any better. Let's see how long it takes for everybody to fall out with me when results don't quite go the right way, shall we? Oh, Jordan Cousins injured, torn hamstring. Tore his hamstring, was out for 4 months in January, and he's torn his hamstring. Oh no, this is what I didn't need to happen. Jordan Cousins is out with a torn hamstring. The recurrence of that injury has come back again. He was out for 4 months. He's lasted 3 more months, and then lasted 2 months, and his hamstring's gone again. Well, that's not gone well. He was one of my best players. We go then, first match day weekend of the brand new League One season. Media prediction is 21st, which would be relegation. Reading, of course, starting on -4 with points deductions. Wigan starting on -8 with points deductions for various financial misdemeanours. We're at home against Oxford United, and I think we should be good to get at least a point from this. We've got a win in real life. I'd love to do that in here as well if we could. 7,000 tickets sold as well, which is going to be a great attendance for the first game of the season. We know what our first team lineup looks like, so this is going to be pretty simple when it comes to picking the team. But how good will they perform? Come on then. First game of the season. Everybody's looking positive, feeling good. Can we turn that into 3 points? First team talk of the new season. Fans, so with outstretched arms, no, pump my fist. Fans turn up through thick and thin. Do it for them. No real response, which isn't great, but we'll see what we can do. It's playing a slightly offset central midfield, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. I can always move Digby slightly further forward. Oxford playing the deeper 4-2-3-1. We'll head to kick-off. For those that are interested, my current settings are key highlights. Camera will be set to TV, height all the way down. Free kick for Oxford. Brannigan over it. Oh! Marcus Brown scores. The first thing that happens for us with a highlight is Cambridge conceding a goal. Not amazing. Good free kick. I'm not sure if Stevens made the save, or perhaps it came back off the post. It was Stevens making the save and Brown got there ahead of the defender. Unfortunately, we are 1-0 down early doors. How do I add more to my tablet? I can't remember how to do it. Or is it... You can have up to 6, can't you? Aha! Bosh. There you go. Merci beaucoup, messieurs. Okay, that's a bug. Oh, we've scored a goal! Fajiri Okanabiri scores the goal for Cambridge, but unfortunately... I can't see it. Oh man, the first goal that you scored for Cambridge United this year, and I can't see it. Is that because of the change we've made to this? There we go. Proud of everyone's efforts so far. Keep it up. Into the second half we go, and my screen is back. Come on, lads. Well, we will watch the game. Oh, Liam Bennett from outside the box. Cambridge 2, Oxford 1. Wow. That one was worth watching. I'm glad there wasn't a blank screen for that. Again, do bear in mind this is the early access version, beta version. Bugs like that will be altered for the full launch. But wow. It might have just been me tweaking with the settings as well. First time, Liam Bennett. Pick that out. 2-1 Cambridge. Whoa. The second goal, was from a set piece. The first goal, I don't know if that was from a counter-attack because of our tactics, or whether that was from a set piece as well. We'll be able to watch it back a little bit later. We need to win this header, please. And the referee has been a bit of a meanie there and pointed to the spot for a push from Michael Morrison. It's a penalty for Oxford. And Brannigan, from the spot, buries it. 2-2 on the opening day. We've done well, though. Uh-oh. Highlight in stoppage time. I was just about to say we've done well on paper with the match facts, but Oxford are starting to ping the ball about here, and they might be trying to steal all 3 points here at the Abbey. And Harris is in behind, and Stevens makes a fantastic save. George Thomas is knackered, but at the moment I don't have that central midfield depth that I would need to be able to make a change. So we'll take a point from our first game. Their XG is higher than ours purely because of the penalty. They had more of the ball, but we are playing a more cautious counter-attacking style where we look to soak pressure up and then break. So we're not looking to have a lot of the ball. But we played well. We got a point. It was one of those days, unfortunately, where a refereeing decision went against us, but I'm not sure whether it was indeed a foul or not. It looked like a foul from my point of view. And now we can see Fajiri's equaliser. A good header from inside the 6-yard box. This is what the goal looked like for Fajiri, bagging his first goal of the season. It did come from a set piece of sorts. Danny Andrew with a throw. Saleh Kaikai with the ball to the back post. Kachunga back into the middle. And Fajiri's out the back post to nod home, just as he did against Burton in real life the other day. That brought us level. We then took the lead, but weren't able to hold on to it, unfortunately. We'll get him in. It's only a short-term loan. He just needs to give me a squad role until then. Oh, well, he's agreed immediately. Within the hour of offering the contract, he's gone, yeah, I'll sign. Well, that didn't take long, did it? That didn't take long at all. Not far from first team level. It's exactly what we signed him to be. Perfect. Love that. Okay, sick. Well, that's our first signing then. Hinchy is in on loan. Coming in from Brighton, who Cambridge have had a few dealings with loan deals in the past. Ah, bugger. Okay, we've lost the scout. We'll try and bring someone else in. We've got 23 grand in compensation, but that's not amazing. We'll play with the same team then. Oh, I can select 9 subs, can I? Banging. Oh, Seku's on the bench then, and that's all I have fit. So, Sekou Jana's on the bench. A number for Jack. Give him automatic, and it will give him number 12. Michael Morrison is very happy. Pleased to have been picked, Jack Hinchy. Come on then. Ipswich, obviously, very good side. Platsky in goal for them. Harry Clark, Wolfenden, Brandon Williams, Luongo, Connor Chaplin, Dane Scarlett up top. We're going to lose. It's quite clear that we are going to lose. Nothing to lose here, lads. Don't worry whatsoever. I thought they were going to pass it straight to me then. They're being patient in the build-up here. Oh my God, it's going to go in! What just happened? Massimo Luongo own goal. Cambridge 1, Ipswich 0. I need to see that again. Luongo's gone to play it back to him and he's just miskicked it. Oh, I'm not sure. That's a very FM goal, isn't it? Just FM things. I'll take it. Cambridge 1, Ipswich 0. You love to see it. Cheers, then. Right, do I go defensive now? I don't know. To be fair, I should alter the tactics a little bit to save waste time, shouldn't I? But I might not have the opportunity now. It's only just occurred to me to maybe do that. But I think Murray Hutchinson's going to equalise for Ipswich. Oh, but the offside flag's gone up. Right, now we're gonna tell everyone to waste a lot of time, be more disciplined, play for set pieces. Space for Dane Scarlett, Luongo, and Scarlett. Hinchy's in. Great interception from the man that's on loan from Brighton, playing his first game for the club. Digby looks for Okanabiri. This is going to fall to Sekou, who can utilise his electric pace. Just put the cross in, but nothing's come of it. But it doesn't have to, because that is the final whistle. Cambridge United 1, Ipswich Town 0. Fantastic, resolute defensive performance to give us a wonderful first victory as Cambridge United manager. Slightly fortunate with the goal, but who cares? Right, tactical meeting ahead of Fleetwood. Lower line of engagement. No, I'm fine with it as it is. I am sorely tempted to give JK a game, but Soulé was all right. He was terrible in the Carabao Cup, but he was all right against Oxford. So we'll give Kai another go. Everybody's fully fit though. Brofs is the one man that doesn't make the bench this time. That's the thing, when everybody's fit, I've got a really big squad. But keeping everybody fit and everybody happy is not straightforward. Jaden Stockley be very good for them. Ryan Broom is quality. Josh Vella's a player that's got a lot of experience at this level. Brendan Wiradou's decent. I don't know anything about Jay Lynch in goal, though. Jack Marriott on the bench is a name I'm sure you'll be familiar with. Shimanga. Kabongo Shimanga's at Fleetwood now. Smashed it at Chesterfield. And then we signed him, didn't we? At Notts County. And he smashed it for me as well on FM23. I'll just say go out there and enjoy yourselves today. Lovely ball looking for Fajiri in behind, who's already on a yellow card. And I might book him again for that shank. Bennett to Hinchy. Hinchy to Digby. Digby, lovely ball through the gap. Elias in space, in the box, looking for a squared ball, presumably. It's going to bounce around and somehow Fajiri doesn't have a goal today. I can't believe we haven't scored to go 1-0 up here. Or I've left Mannion in goal, actually, which I didn't mean to do. Sorry, Mr. Stevens. Well, Mannion kept a clean sheet against Ipswich, though. Perhaps he has earned the right to keep the start. Lovely ball. And JK at the back post over the bar with the final chance of the game, perhaps, in the 88th minute. Another game where we've played well. We've dominated. Despite being on counter-attack, we've had a lot of the ball. But it is going to be a second draw this season in the league. They say that the aim to stay up is 50 points. If we draw every game, we'll have 46. But if we play like that throughout the rest of the season, we will be fine and the results will come. 16th at the moment. Again, if you offered me 16th at the end of the season, I would take it. Ahadme makes his debut. Didn't do too much, but we'll wait and see what happens moving into the rest of the season. Kaikai's been hit and miss so far, but we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Everyone else has been pretty solid, so I'm happy to continue on as is with the unchanged 11. We've played 2, drawn 2 so far. Can't complain. Stevenage at home, recently promoted, local rivals. They'll be high. They've got Danny bloody Drinkwater, for Christ's sake. Give the fans their money's worth for this local derby. Seemed a little happier, Paul Digby. I'm starting to maybe get a little bit of a response from some of the players in team talks, but still waiting to really get everybody be like, rah! Although, at least that's in post-game press conferences, team talks have been, they've been very responsive. Danny Andrew, off the bar, can Liam Bennett get there? No, he can't. So very nearly an opening goal inside a minute. If you are to buy from Fanatical Alpha to get the early access, do make sure you select the right one when purchasing. But I'd appreciate it if you did. It'd be very kind of you. Hinchy nearly. The referral link takes you directly to the... He's in, Gas. He scored, Gassan! Inside 20 minutes, Gassan Ahadme, the loanee from Ipswich, slams us into a 1-0 lead. He's in there as a pressing forward. It's a lovely run by Elias Kachunga, ghosting past one into George Thomas, who feeds the man through the gap. And first time at the near post. Gassan Ahadme off the mark. 2 clean sheets in 2 appearances so far for Will Mannion. George Thomas brings that down beautifully. Lovely touch. George Thomas! What a goal! Rivaling Liam Bennett's stunner in the first game. George Thomas with a wonderful first touch and then sweeps it into the back of the net. Cambridge 2. Local rival Stevenage 0. You love to see that touch though. Beats the man with it as well. And from outside the box, you question the keeper's positioning, but still, finish. Up the yellows. A third right at the very beginning of the half would put us in a very commanding position for the rest of the game. George Thomas. Kai, it is a third right at the very beginning of the second half. This Cambridge United side are performing very well right now. A win over Ipswich. An unlucky draw against Oxford. A solid defensive performance against Fleetwood and perhaps should have done better. But, really clicking now. Got to win your home games, and we are. Here we go. Final change is made to try and see the game out. Free kick for Stevenage. They've had a flurry of chances in the final 20 minutes, Stevenage. But, quite frankly, they've just not been good enough with them. Will Mannion has had little to do. Their shots have still been quite regularly off target, although that from the training ground is very good. So fair play. Will Mannion's first goal conceded of the season, and it was a very good one. So we can't really complain about that. Lewis Thompson. I think it's Lewis Thompson. Is it Lewis Thompson? It's Lewis Thompson. We signed him somewhere. Might even have been at Cambridge in a previous FM. But he's scoring against us here. Harrison getting forward as he loves to do. Ryan Bennett in support. Inside here is Hinchy. Hinchy to Sully Kaikai. Lancaster, it's 4-1. Well, how's that for a move? They might have had a training ground move of their own, Stevenage, but that was fantastic interlinking play from the Cambridge United side. Ryan Bennett into Hinchy, Loney begging for it in the middle. This ball over is superb. The vision from KK to see Lancaster, and then the finish is very good as well. A goal off the bench from Jack, and a fourth for Cambridge. We are flying high in the table right now. Up into 7th, I think, once the goal difference kicks in. 7 minutes added on? 7? What for? Their set-piece goal was very good, but from open play, let's keep our defensive shape and keep them out, please. Elliot List to McNeil. You can't stop that, though. That is a thunderbolt. Charlie McNeil pulls them one back in the 97th minute, but we will win by 4-2. Slightly frustrating, but sometimes the quality of goal that you concede is actually quite high, which it has been there. But I'll still say we've been very, very good. Happy with the result and the way you played. I would say we comprehensively blew them away, but it was certainly a very strong performance. Stevenage have lost the opening 3 games of the season now. Reading are up to -1 already. Wigan are up to -1 already as well. So they're going to certainly, you imagine, save themselves from any sort of relegation threat relatively early doors. Saiku Jana, 11 minutes for Crawley. So much for being a regular starter there. Hey, maybe he's just got to force his way into the team. 90 minutes for Lewis Simper, though, for Harrogate, but they lost. And George Thomas was absolutely sensational in that last game. We'll go to the post-match press conference, tell everyone how happy we are with everyone, and then we'll move on. I think it's going to be a case of pick up the points as early as we can, because they're not going to always come quite so readily. So to have picked up an unbeaten start to the season so far, and 5 points from our opening 3 games, is really, really good. 7,500 people at home for that one. 7k for Oxford as well. Slightly less, I imagine, for Bristol Rovers, but still. Third. Who have they played? What? They drew with Pompey, fair enough. They beat Barnsley 5-0. What? A 1-0 win against Charlton away from home is a great result as well, but 5-0 against Barnsley? How have they done that then? Barnsley are incredible. Wow, they really outplayed them as well. Come on then. Let's get another positive result, please. I don't mind about not winning, but let's get another positive result and keep the unbeaten streak going if we can. Matthew Cox in goal, John Marcus up top, Scott Sinclair in their midfield, Ryan Woods is very good. They've obviously got a decent team that's performing very well, but pick up where we left off last time and we should be okay. I hope. Liam Bennett wins that back. Play the ball, play the ball, play the ball, play the ball, play the... Never mind. Play the ball. Gassan! Oh, outside of the post. So close for Cambridge United to a 1-0 lead. Bennett down the wing. Finds Kachunga. Driven. Gassan! It's in the post again! Gas! Mate! Hit the target, pal. You could have had a brace already. Kachunga is a monster, by the way. He's having a fantastic start to the season. Really enjoying Kachunga so far. We've had 10 shots, but only one of them have been on target. I try and make the most of when I play Football Manager. Thought Digger's heavy touch there was going to lose possession for a moment. Kachunga again, isolating the fullback and running at him beautifully. Thomas, Kachunga, square is for Jiri, doesn't need him. Elias Kachunga scores his first goal of the season and his first goal for the club, and he is the man of the moment today. Cambridge 1, Bristol Rovers 0. That's Cambridge United into the playoffs, lads. Really, really good game again. Fantastic start to the game. Creating chances left, right and centre. Gassan hitting the post twice. And we sneak into the playoffs at the expense of the team that we just beat. Barnsley are bottom. Barnsley are knackered. In real life, Barnsley are insane. I mean, at the minute, I'm reluctant to change anything because everybody is absolutely flying. What we will do is end this YouTube video there so that you guys don't have a massive elongated first episode. Do drop the video a like if you're enjoying this Football Manager save. Do subscribe to this ChesnoidPlays channel so you don't miss out on any more. There will be a link in the description to the Twitch channel where you can come and join and watch all of the streams live and see all of the behind the scenes. Formula 1 content will continue. The My Player FC24 save will continue every weekday. Football Manager and Formula 1 will dovetail as often as I can get them to you, which hopefully will be relatively regularly. That's all for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Again, if you are thinking of picking up the game yourselves, I'd love it if you were able to go across to Fanatical on the link in the description down below. If you are thinking of buying the game on PC, get yourself a 22% discount. It helps you out, it helps me out. You get early access with it as well. Make sure you select the right one when you're going through. And I hope to see you here for episode 2 very soon. I'll see you next time.